So I think there's a number of problems facing Black businesses in Milwaukee. One of the main ones is just exposure. You know, if you want to support a Black-owned business, how do you know where the Black-owned businesses are if you don't have that personal network already? And so I think where MKE Black comes in is we help provide that knowledge, that database of Black-owned businesses so that people can find those businesses and be able to support them. And then, of course, there's other hurdles like access to financial resources and just general support and things like that. And we try to do what we can to fill in the gaps for folks.
So the problem facing Black-owned businesses are unfortunately pretty expansive. So one is having that access to really multiple forms of capital, be that financial capital in terms of funding, social capital in terms of their network and knowing who they can reach out to, and really just having the opportunities to watch themselves thrive and really have that access to, you know, be their best selves. And so seeing those issues, particularly compounded in Milwaukee due to the nature and really the time where we physically segregated the area, is really a hurdle that we have to place ourselves into and intentionally help resolve to see Black-owned businesses thrive.
So Rick, to go back to your point, I think a lot of it has to do with exposure. And I work a lot with corporations, so the corporate engagement specialist. And a lot of times corporations, big and small, kind of get stuck in their ways with what vendors they're working with and what local organizations or national organizations they're working with. And a lot of times it's just they don't know what they don't know. So getting access to local Black-owned businesses that they could work with, bring some of that back to the city of Milwaukee versus the typical larger scale potential vendors that they're working with could be huge.
So MKE Black is the solution to these problems because, for one, we provide our database of Black-owned businesses via our mobile app and on the website. And so that's over 600 businesses that any local person or any potential corporate sponsor or something like that can go to and find local businesses to support, to order catering from, to just be a part of that community. And so we're providing that access to people who don't know where these businesses are. And then we've been able to just build a great team like you all who are really committed to connecting Black-owned businesses to all of the resources that we need and be that middle conduit to make sure that people are not only connected to each other, but to all these opportunities that exist.
So the space that MKE Black stepped up and filled is that of a connector. We never entered the space of being a gatekeeper saying, here's how you have a barrier or what you have to get over to connect with Black-owned businesses in the Black community. We facilitated, we built a road there. And so what's so powerful about MKE Black is that ability to give the individual the chance to intentionally support Black-owned business, to enter a new community, bring friends and family to a new space, and really say that I'm going to engage in a different way than I have before. By having an audience of over 600 different businesses, by creating events where we are providing social capital, connection, and aggregating to be a combined voice, we've been able to not only connect with corporations, community organizations, and then city, but we've just been able to give the day-to-day person the power to say, I want to support Black. How am I going to find that out? And that's where MKE Black is the answer.
To both of your points, I think MKE Black is a connector, and I know single-handedly I've gone to some events in the last few months and just seen all different walks of life, all different individuals, ages, races, genders, gender identities, and it's just been amazing, and it's something that living here for the last 10, 15 years just never saw. So not only is it a connector for the businesses and individuals to support those businesses, but it's also a great connector just for individuals like ourselves to interact with each other.
MKE Black needs money, you know. This is great that we've been able to do this with so limited resources, and to do it as a 100% volunteer effort so far. And just imagine what we could do if we had some staff that was able to work on this full time. Imagine what we could do if we could put ad dollars behind the app and really get the word out more and more. But also we need volunteers and downloads. The more people that support the app and download the app and use it on a day-to-day basis, that shows that there's a base of people that want to support Black-owned businesses that need this access to resources, and the more people that we can bring together to help support the community through our community events and things like that, again, just continues to show that there's a need to be met and that MKE Black is rising to the occasion to fill that need.
Yeah, so what MKE Black needs is the ability to continue expanding its mission and doing what it's doing. And one of the number one way to do that is going to be money and resources. So by donating, people are going to be able to take that next step and active part in contributing to the mission. With over 10,000 followers, if everyone was able to donate even just a small portion, $10, $15, we'd be able to hit our goal that we're aiming for. And so really we want to be an organization powered by the people and individuals that we serve and help connect to these businesses and the community. And so by having that opportunity to say, I'm going to donate, we'll be able to see the next stage, get that staff, and really get dedicated time to expand our mission even further. Then we also need people to just keep supporting and keep downloading. The more we see each milestone, where we see 6,000, 7,000 people using the app, we know we're better able to empower that many other individuals to say, I'm going to support Black, I'm going to bet on Black, and I'm going to do it here in Milwaukee.
We need the ability to continue to scale what great work's already been done. I look at the team, I'm honored to be a part of this team. It's one of the hardest working teams I've ever been with, and I think just with that extra amount of exposure, additional downloads, some of the funding to help with, again, the scalability so we can continue to grow this and get it in the hands of, every phone in the city of Milwaukee, with the intention, again, that money and those downloads are going back towards supporting Black-owned businesses. I just know what this team's capable of, and other like-minded individuals, I think, are chomping at the bit to join something like this as well, and we want to give that opportunity.